At the beginning of the film, we see a guy named Jim who is getting excited in bed early morning. He is prepared to watch a dirty movie with a sock to help his junk soon enough while watching the video. His mom walks in unaware of the situation. Jim gets scared and quickly hides his excitement under a pillow. At first, his mom doesn't find the video, but soon she watches the video and instantly gets disappointed. Soon his dad arrives and both parents are disappointed in their son to turn off the video. His dad snatches the remote, but with the remote he also snatches the pillow, hiding Jim's excitement in the sock. Jim is completely embarrassed. The scene changes and we see Jim in high school with 4 friends named Stifler, Oz, Kevin, and Finch Stifler. One of the friends can be seen inviting the other friends to his house for a party. Later, the 4 friends can be seen discussing this party while talking. We learn the 4 friends are still virgins and are eager to get out of this category. Only Stifler, the part host, is not a virgin. They know many beautiful girls attend these parties. They make a pact to find girls at this party and finally lose their virginity. The friends leave to get ready for the party in the next scene. We see the friends at the party looking awkward but excited while talking. Jim notices that his crush Nadia is present at the party. He now wants to impress her to lose his virginity. Jim and Nadia exchange smile. Jim goes over to talk to her, but because he is way too much excited, he starts talking rubbish and makes a bad impression, realizing he lost his chance. He walks away. Embarrassed, later we see one of the friends named Oz in a car with a girl. Oz met this girl a few days back, and now he is hoping she can help him lose his virginity. Oz, trying to flirt with this girl, gets slammed by her. She considers them good friends and doesn't want anything more than that. After learning Oz's intentions, she leaves the car. Now we see Kevin and Vicky in a room making out. They both are in a mood and keep making out. Kevin wants to complete the pact, but Vicky is not ready to get physical and gets out of bed while adjusting their clothes and preparing to leave the room. Stifler walks in with a girl, if not anyone. At least he will get scored after getting out. Kevin talks to Jim and says Vicky is not yet ready to sleep with him, but while they are making fun of their situation, Vicky hears everything and storms out of the party because she wanted to keep this personal. But Kevin shared it with his friend the next day after the party is over. All 4 friends can be seen sitting in Stifler's house. Moments later, a guy named Sherman walks down the stairs with a girl. All 4 friends check out Sherman with this girl. He slept with her. And not even the lame student is not a virgin anymore. The group is devastated to see Sherman with a girl, and not they make a resolution to lose their virginity before graduation. Later, Oz joins a musical class to be with his crush named Heather. He knows she is in a class, and to impress her, he joins it too. His idea works, and he manages to get her attention. His other 3 friends, Jim, Stifler, and Kevin, are very proud of him. In the next scene, we see Jim in his room. His dad walks in to discuss his behavior. His dad gives him some Playboy magazines so he doesn't use porn. Again, Jim feels awkward, but keeps nodding to whatever his dad says. His dad leaves the magazines in the drawer. Kevin, who has disappointed his girlfriend Vicky, is asking for help from a friend. His friend suggests he should read a book from the library. Kevin agrees to this plan and leaves for the library on the other side. Oz is making progress in the music class and finally befriends Heather. Jim, getting home from school, notices something on his kitchen table. His mom has prepared a pie for him. Jim pokes 2 fingers into the pie and instantly uses the pie. Unfortunately, his dad walks into the house and catches Jim in the ACT. Once again, Jim has to sit in embarrassment listening to his dad lectures him. Now we see Kevin checking out the book he got from the library. The book consists of pictures and information about pleasing girls. The next day, Heather goes to see Oz playing sports. She cheers for him and waits until the game is over. She wants to ask him for prom night. Oz, after listening to this, gets happy and says yes. But when he shares this with his friends, they act immaturely. Heather sees this immature behavior of his friends and leaves in disappointment. Meanwhile, Kevin is trying to make up with Vicky. He says he wants to apologize and wants to satisfy her. Vicky agrees to his apology. Later, they both can be seen in a room. Kevin pleases her according to the book instructions. Nadia, the crush of Jim, walks up to him to talk. She says she wants some help with history subject, knowing Jim is pretty good in the subject. She asks if he will help her. She wants to visit his house to study Jim, understanding where this could lead. Says yes before leaving. She also mentions she has a ballet class, so she'll have to change at his place. Listening to this, Jim's friends go crazy. His friends try to convince him he should place a hidden camera. At first, Jim is not ready, but after some time he agrees. Oz goes to see Heather, but she is still upset. She explains why she is upset. and also cancels the plans for prom night. Jim, inside his room, places a camera and shares the live broadcast link with his friends. Nadia, in his room, starts to change her clothes. Jim runs to his friend's house to watch her naked after getting half naked. She goes through Jim's stuff and finds the Playboy magazine his dad left. Nadia looks at the magazine, gets turned on. The friends watching this can't believe it. Kevin explains to Jim this is the best opportunity to lose his virginity. Jim rushes over to his house to be with Nadia. Meanwhile, Sherman calls Kevin, and it is revealed that Jim didn't share the link just with his friends. Instead, he shared it with the entire school. When Nadia gets sexual with Jim, he can't handle it. He suffers from premature ejaculation, embarrassing himself not just in front of Nadia, but the entire school. Nadia understands he can't perform any further. The next day, the whole school is making fun of Jim for his premature ejaculation. Nadia, who also suffered from bullying, had to relocate to her hometown. Heather notices us practicing for his musical class with dedication. She realizes Oz is different from his friends. Jim, sitting alone in class, gets introduced to a girl named Mitchell. She seems new and keeps talking to Jim. Soon, Jim realizes that she doesn't know about the live broadcast and asks her for prom night. She says yes. I was working in a restaurant, notices Heather has come to apologize for her rude behavior, and they both patch up. Stifler also can be seen talking to a girl and asking her to be his prom date, but the girl wants to be with Finch. Oz goes to see Heather and tells her that his sports match and their musical performance are at the same time. He won't be able to join her in the performance. Heather understands his situation, but is still upset from the inside. Stifler jealously adds a drug to Finch's drink. This causes Finch to disturb his bowel movement. Stifler purposely sends him to the ladies' room. Finch, making loud moaning noises, dump out in the ladies' room after coming out. Stifler, with many other students, make fun of him, making him feel sad. Now we see Heather getting bullied by another musical student for not having her date. Heather misses Oz, and Oz can't focus on his game because he worries about Heather. During halftime, Oz runs out of the playground to be with Heather when he arrives. Heather is surprised and asks him why he left the game. Oz says he can do anything for her. They both kiss and perform a perfect musical Jim, and Kevin can be seen in the audience cheering for Oz and Heather. Now we see everyone is getting ready for prom night. Jim's dad can be seen lecturing him, but Jim is confident that he won't mess up this time at the prom. We see the four friends standing together talking about their pact. Jim gets frustrated and says he doesn't want to lose his virginity to anyone he likes.